Hello everybody, Elijah here. Welcome back to another Abyss video, challenge mode. We're on to floor 19. And this floor, in all honesty, is an ML5 check. If anything, the more ML5s you have available at your disposal, the easier this floor is for you. And I guess also limited units as well. So, essentially for this boss, it's Bizarre. I actually did not know Bizarre was the next floor. Kind of funny how I used him on floor 18. Anyway, you want to beat him while inflicting weakness. Weakness is inflicted by, at the end of your turn, if you have 3 or more buffs, it inflicts weakness on Bizarre, and you have to have the Sand Prison on. Sand Prison happens when he's at 40% health or less, and at 40% health or less. So you need to pay very careful attention to that, because Mediator Kawerick, for this team, your Mediator Kawerick, if you have Mediator Kawerick, is going to be the person that will have 3 or more buffs. Another really good option, I guess a free-to-play option, is Vivian on Dingus Orb. That also works. And then, can't really think of any other heroes off the top of my head, but Vivian is another good hero for this lore. Now, these dogs do a lot of damage, and they are really irritating to deal with, and whatever team comp you're using, just kill the dogs. Kill the dogs first. It will save you in the long run, I promise you. Bizarre triggers dual attacks with these dogs, and then, in combination, they do a lot of damage. They also inflict target and bleed, and it's just a headache. So for the first, couple of rounds, you're kind of going to ignore Bizarre and kill the dogs, and then when he triggers Sand Prison, you're going to S3 with Mediator Kawerick, then S2. The first time he triggered the Sand Prison, you'll see I kind of made a mistake, which is once everybody on your team has a buff, then Sand Prison goes away. So I actually didn't get to do the attacking him when Mediator had 3 or more buffs. And that's also another thing about this. In order to remove Sand Prison, all of your allies need to have a buff. So they all need to be able to grant themselves some sort of buff. Angelica with her S3, Landy with her S3, Riolet with his S3, because I think Sand Prison removes passives, so you can't rely on the evasion buff coming back up, and then Mediator Kawerick also with his S3 and S2. So yeah, those are all the details. I'll have notes throughout the recording of me doing this attack to pay attention to, because I do hold on to abilities at certain points and things like that. But other than that, let's go ahead and go over the gear. I will say this is probably the hardest floor out of all the floors, and it's really just because it's like an ML5 check. Like, the more ML5s you have, the easier it is for you. A full free-to-play team is going to be very RNG reliant. It's going to be super annoying. But hopefully, you have at least some of the ML5s that are presented. Oh, that was Sinful Angelica. Standard build, okay speed, high ER. I didn't really say anything. Mediator Kawerick, this is his build. He's on an effectiveness build. It doesn't really need to be like this. You could honestly go for a ER build. I think that would be a lot better, so that he doesn't get any kind of debuffs, right? Like the target debuff or the bleed debuff. Since he's our front line, he's going to get focused the most. So it makes it so much easier for him to not be debuffed if you have him on ER instead of like effectiveness, but it doesn't really matter. Then we have Riolet, who Riolet is on lifesteal because, again, we don't really have a healer, like a really good Soul Weaver that heals, so having units that have self-sustain is also really nice. So he's on his standard build that I normally have him on, Pin, lifesteal, nothing really changed with his gear, and he's on Shepherd of the Hollow. Then we have Landy, who I made a little bit bulkier so that she doesn't get like one-tapped, but she is on Bloodstone to also provide more sustain for the team. And then I'll go back to Sinful, because Sinful I kind of just didn't say anything. But yeah, and Sinful is on Celestine for more healing. Basically a team of people that can self-sustain and provide, minimal sustain here and there with their artifacts at least. And all of that good stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this fight.
If you're scared, Run. Find their weakness.
Got it. Over. Why not surrender? You didn't see this coming.
Can I go home after I kill these creatures? It's time to tear them to pieces.
I will shape my own future. Your pitiful resistance ends here. I'll do anything for her.
Leave it to me.
Time to put an end to this.
Anybody there wanna rest?
How long do you think you can last? I'm sensing corrupt in this distorted world. I will write new rules.
I'm at the scene.
I never fight a losing battle. Allow me to purify you.
Hell, I hate getting hurt.
Okay, let's go.
Fear is how others control you.
For Felicia. Let me show you my secret weapon. Respect the Great Land!
I'm sensing corrupt energy.
Please, don't talk to me.
You fight as if you have 9 lives. Your life means nothing. I'll do anything for her.
I'm at the scene.
Aww, I wanna rest. I will lend you the power to take another's life.
Let's end this.
If you're scared, run.
Why not surrender?
Fear is how others control you. I'll do anything for her.
Leave it to me.
Over here.
Watch closely.
Getting hurt.
How long do you think you can last?
You're boring me now.
I never fight a losing battle.
Why not surrender?
This world has no place for you.
Can I go home?
Anybody there?
I gotta kill this one.
I'm sensing corrupt energy.
I'm at the scene.
I will shape my own future.
Time for you to close your eyes.
I wanna rest.
If you're scared, run.
For Felicia.
Fear is how others control you. I'll do anything for her.
Okay, let's go.
fight a losing battle.
Ta-da! Here comes Archie!
Sacred power.
How long do you think you can last? Ha!
Brace yourself.
Why not surrender?
Please. Sometimes darkness can become your light.
I'm sensing corrupt With my authority as mediator, I will right what is wrong.
Leave it to me. Full frontal assault. That's an order.
Let's end this.
You fight as if you have 9
Your
lives.
pitiful
resistance ends here. If you're scared, run.
Can I go home after I kill
closely.
this one?
Your life means nothing.
Why not surrender?
I'll do anything for her.
Okay, let's go.
How long do you think you can last?
I'm at the scene.
Anybody there?
I'm sensing corrupt energy.
For Felicia.
Transformation time!
No one can stop us.
Fear is how others control you.
I hate getting hurt.
I'll make you pay for time.
I never fight a losing It is my job to restore balance. If you're scared, you cannot change what is already decided.
Why not surrender? Taking foot.
Can I go home after I kill this one? It's time to tear them to pieces.
I will shape my own future. Fear is how others control you. Your pitiful resistance ends here. How long do you think this world has no place for you?
I'm at the scene. Ha!
I never fight a losing battle.
Leave it to me.
Over here.
Brace yourself.
I'm sensing corrupt energy. You fight as if you have 9 lives.
For Felicia.
Time for a counterattack.
Please don't talk to me.
Fire!
I'll do anything for her. In this distorted world, I will write new rules.
I'm at the scene. Requesting approval. And granted. Removing restrictions.
never fight a losing battle. Let me guide you on to the right path.
I want to rest.
I will shape my own future.